Well, hey, this is Rosa, rcgkreations. How you doing? Bringing to you, what's the supper video? I'm going to do a little local stuff. I am sauteing some squash for myself, boiling some potatoes for hubby because he don't like squash, and I'm going to just saute the squash until it's soft, and I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to drain it on a paper towel on a plate, and then I'm going to cook my, the last package of our steak. I don't know what kind of steak it was. The same kind of steak that we cooked when I made the stir fry a couple videos ago. I'll put the link of that video on the bottom of this one in the description box. I still haven't learned how to add it on the top of the clip, but I'm learning even more things now. So this is pretty soft. It's kind of flimsy because once I take it out of here, I'm going to saute it more in the steak once the steak is almost all cooked up. And then we're making corn because hubby loves the starches. He doesn't, so I'm going to turn that off. Put that on the plate, and I'll bring you back when we get to the next phase, okay? That'll be when I put the steak on here, but I got to cut it up first. So we'll be back. Okay, we're back. I sliced up the steak. I wish I remembered what kind it was, but I don't. So I sliced it up, put a bunch of my seasonings in there, sauteing it in olive oil. And I think this may be some steak that we had gotten from my brother-in-law. It was some form of deer because it does need a lot of oil. And I know deer meat requires a lot of oil because it's very lean meat, which is good, which is what we want. But it's pretty much almost done. So now, those boiled potatoes are going to go in the pot, in the frying pan. I'm going to turn my corn on, because all I got to do now is heat this up and supper's ready. And of course I'm just going to put my sauteed vegetables on mine with no potatoes. Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of potato starch, but I'm not going to eat any potatoes, okay? But hubby's got to have his starches, or he has got to have the camper. So now I'm just going to stir this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put all of it in here. I'll pick his stuff out. And while that's sauteing, I turned down the heat so it wouldn't burn. I'm going to put it back down just a little bit. It's a little too high still. Because all I want to do, hubby should be home in about 20 minutes, is saute this. The potatoes are already warm because I just boiled them. But I want to make sure my meat is all cooked. And I can see that it's getting a little dry. So I'm going to squirt a little bit more oil in here. And I'm going to keep this at a low simmer. Because I just want to toast the potatoes just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. But this is another quick little meal, and you don't get that many dishes dirty. I'm all for less dishes. Yeah, potatoes got a little mushy side, but that's okay. I boiled them a little too long, but they're still good. Okay. I'm going to let that simmer for about 5 more minutes, and we'll bring you back for the taste test, which is the best part. Okay, we'll bring you back. Oh, before I do that, here's the spices that I used. I used paprika, my garlic powder, my homemade white onion powder. I'll put a link on that one too. I just made it not too long ago. The Kinder's, this is from Sam's Hub. It's a buttery steakhouse powder. I really like this. And the other one from Kinder's Italian Chop House with olive oil and sea salt. I really enjoy that for the flavor. It really makes a good flavor. So we'll bring you back at the next page, which is the taste test. Okay, we're back for the taste test. That really didn't even take very long at all, maybe 10 minutes. And I went ahead and got all this, most of the zucchini. I left a little bit there, but I bet you hubby don't eat any of it. But I left him the little pieces. And I got me a few steak. I am not much of a steak eater. I just don't care for it. But let's do a taste test and let's see what it tastes like. I didn't get any corn because that's a big starch. And I already got bits and pieces of potato in here, so that's enough for me. So let's take a bite. Great flavor. I could use a little bit more salt. Yeah, a little bit more salt. But other than that, you can definitely taste the paprika. You can taste the garlic powder. I don't really taste the Italian chops very much, but you see it, but I don't taste it much, so I definitely would add more next time. That is really good. The meat's nice and tender. It's seasoned really well. I like the way I seasoned it. So all these seasoning spices that I put in here, I think this is a win-win situation. Next time though, I'm just going to do a separate frying pan and put my meat with my zucchini and forget the potato altogether, because that's just a little too much starch. And the whole point of me doing all this is for me to start eating more low-cal, more nutritious, more healthy. And I still get to make an item for hubby for what he wants, because he's an adult. He's going to eat what he's going to eat, and he's not going to eat what he's not going to want to eat. So it's up to him. But he already told me after that last stir fry, he didn't eat any of the vegetables. Not one. So you know what? I'm going to cook a meal that's he's going to enjoy and he's going to eat. And I'm going to cook a meal that I want to eat so I can help myself lose some calories and lose some weight. And that's just why I'm doing all this. So yeah, it's a little bit extra more work, but you know what? We do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. Thank you so very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Bye-bye.